You've probably heard this 100 times. You create your reality through your thoughts and energy. But let's be real. Have you actually done that? It's a nice idea, right? Just think positive thoughts, raise your frequency, stare into a mirror and chant, "I am abundant," while journaling it 10 times a day, and boom, the universe gives you everything. Sounds like magic. And honestly, in a way, it is, because what you think and feel is vibrating at a certain frequency, and that vibration is how the universe reads your signal. It doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your energy. Let's break this down. If you're constantly angry, guess what? The universe is going to throw more situations your way to keep that anger flowing, because that's your frequency. That's what you're tuned into. Now, shift that to joy, and suddenly you start noticing better, brighter moments. That's not just coincidence, that's your energy at work. If you're curious about how this actually works, how your energy is literally shaping your reality, stick around. This isn't some fluffy law of attraction quick hack video. I'm going to show you how I apply this in real life. No gimmicks, just grounded truth. Before we dive in, one important note. Think whatever you want. Believe whatever you want. But if you're going to take this seriously, stop blaming the world for your results. Some people effortlessly attract success, happiness, opportunities, while others are stuck in this loop of lack and struggle. Why? Energy. This isn't just spiritual talk. We're talking physics, real science. Everything in the universe is energy. Every object, every thought, every emotion vibrating at different frequencies. So when you think or feel something, it's not just happening inside your brain. It's sending out a signal to what physicists call the quantum field. That field, it responds to energy. That's its language. And it's always tuned in. Now, if your personal energy is all over the place, fear, anxiety, stress, guess what kind of reality that attracts? Exactly that. But once you learn how to adjust your frequency, you flip the script. You stop living on autopilot and start creating. Think of your life like a giant TV. You're holding the remote, but most people don't realize it. If you keep tuning into the worry and scarcity channel, your life will keep playing those scenes. But switch it to abundance and trust, whole different picture. And here's the wild part. Most people walk around like they don't even have the remote. They think life just happens to them, that they're stuck with whatever shows up. But your energy is like a magnet. It brings back more of whatever you're putting out. If we could see reality beyond our 5 senses, it would be crystal clear. Everything, this chair, your phone, even your body, is energy, vibrating, constantly in motion. At the atomic level, we're all just particles moving in patterns. So, here's a fun analogy. Your life is like a radio station. If you want to listen to jazz, you can't tune in to a heavy metal channel and expect Miles Davis to show up. Same thing goes for happiness, love, prosperity. If you want those things, you've got to tune in to their frequency. Now, let's bring in some quantum physics. This might sound technical, but hang in there. It's simpler than it seems. A subatomic particle has no definite form or location until it's observed. Until there's awareness of it, it exists in this weird, floating cloud of possibilities. Think of it like holding a dice, but instead of 6 numbers, it has infinite possibilities on every side. Only when you roll it and look at it does it show a result. Before that, everything's still possible. That's how your reality works. There are endless versions of your future, wealth, health, happiness, failure, heartbreak, all floating around in the quantum field. The one you get, the one that matches your frequency. So here's the kicker. If your dominant emotion is fear, anxiety, or lack, you're collapsing reality into that version. That's the version your energy chooses. But if you shift into gratitude, trust, and abundance, you collapse that version instead. Simple idea, huge implications. Here's where a lot of people misunderstand the law of attraction. They think it's all about thoughts. Think positively. Visualize your dream life, repeat some affirmations, and presto, manifestation. But if that's true, why do so many people still feel stuck? Here's the truth. The law of attraction doesn't just respond to your thoughts, it responds to your vibration, and that comes from what you feel, not what you say. Let's say you want more money. You write in your journal, "I am rich." You visualize that dream car, that beach house. But the second you look at your bank account and see it's nearly empty, that wave of anxiety hits. Boom. Scarcity is now your dominant vibration, and that's what the universe tunes into. That's why things don't shift. It's not because you didn't visualize hard enough. It's because your subconscious, as the part of you running 95% of the show, is vibrating with fear. Neuroscience tells us that only about 5% of what we do is controlled by conscious thought. The other 95%, it's automatic. It's your belief system, shaped over years, running in the background. Imagine your subconscious as the autopilot on a plane. You can try to override it for a little while, steer things with your thoughts, but if the internal coordinates are locked in the wrong direction, you'll always drift back to that path. So, if you're saying, "I'm wealthy," with your mouth, but deep down you believe, "I'm not good enough," or "money is hard to come by," guess what wins? The belief. And that's the big lesson. It's not just about changing your thoughts. It's about reprogramming your emotions, your inner truth. The universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you feel is true. Let's take a moment and reflect on this. Have you ever really tried to manifest something, but deep down, all you could feel was fear or doubt? Maybe you were trying to attract more money, love, a new job, but every time you visualized it, that pit in your stomach told a different story. And what happened? Probably nothing. Or maybe things even got worse. That's because despite your positive thinking, your dominant emotional frequency was broadcasting something else entirely. Scarcity, insecurity, unworthiness. And here's the brutal truth. The universe doesn't speak English. It speaks vibration. Now, let's flip the script. Think about something you've already manifested, something you truly desired and eventually achieved. Wasn't there this quiet certainty inside you before it even arrived? A kind of emotional alignment where you just knew it was coming? That's the secret difference. It wasn't just a wish. You were already vibrating at the frequency of having it. So, how do you consciously start doing this on purpose? It's not rocket science, but it does take intention. Here's a simple, powerful exercise. Close your eyes. Visualize the outcome you want. But don't stop at the mental picture. Bring your emotions into it. Feel what it's like to already have that thing. If it's money, imagine checking your account and seeing more than you ever dreamed of. If it's love, feel that deep connection like it's happening right now. The key isn't just the picture, it's the feeling. When your body believes it's already real, your energy shifts immediately. That shift is what the universe responds to. And the million-dollar question is, how long do I need to feel it before something happens? The answer, as long as you can. Not just for a few seconds during meditation, but consistently. It's like planting a seed. You can't just water it once and expect a tree tomorrow. You've got to nurture it, give it time, care, patience. Same goes for energy. You can't feel abundant for 30 seconds and then spend the rest of the day stressing out. That creates a mixed signal. The quantum field isn't confused, but it reflects the dominant signal. So even if you felt abundance in the morning, if you go back to fear for the rest of the day, well, guess what's coming back to you? Here's what I do. Before I check my phone, answer emails, or dive into the chaos of the day, I pause. I take a few deep breaths, eyes still closed, and I ask, what frequency do I want to live in today? If I want to attract abundance, I don't just say it, I feel it. I imagine money flowing in from unexpected sources, opportunities appearing like magic, and I hold on to that feeling like my life depends on it. In the beginning, I could barely hold that vibration for 10 seconds, but with practice, I trained my body to stay in it longer. 1 minute, 2, 5. It's like going to the gym. You're building your energetic muscle. And here's what's wild. Once you get consistent with this, the universe starts responding in ways that are almost creepy. Emails show up. People reach out. Opportunities that were nowhere suddenly appear. It's not magic, it's alignment. And there's something most people completely overlook. Your heart is doing most of the manifesting, not your brain. Research from the Heart Math Institute shows that the heart's electromagnetic field is up to 5,000 times stronger than the brain's. Let that sink in. What you feel in your heart has way more influence on the quantum field than your thoughts do. How many times have you said, I want to be rich, while your heart was filled with anxiety and fear? Your brain might be shouting one thing, but your heart is whispering something else. And the universe, it listens to the whisper, because that's where the real vibration comes from. So, how do we align the heart and mind? Try this. Place your hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and imagine that you're breathing through your heart. Let your breath slow your rhythm. Then bring up a powerful emotion. Joy, gratitude, love. Don't just think about it. Feel it. Let it expand in your chest. Do this for just 3 to 5 minutes. That's all it takes to reset your energy. If you repeat this daily, you'll begin to notice something crazy. Life just starts feeling easier. The right people, the right situations. They begin showing up out of nowhere. That's because your heart's frequency has become magnetic, and the universe, it can't ignore a strong signal. Now, let's talk about your biggest enemy, the real thing holding you back from manifesting. It's not that you're not thinking positively enough. It's the emotions you carry all day long. Fear, guilt, anger, resentment. These emotions are low frequency, and they block the signal you're trying to send out. Ever notice that if you start your day in a bad mood, everything seems to go wrong? Traffic's worse. People are rude. Things break. It's not just a bad day. It's your energy attracting more chaos. When you're constantly in stress mode, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These are survival chemicals, not creation chemicals. Your body is in fight-or-flight mode, and when you're trying to survive, you can't attract anything new. You're just reacting. So here's what I do when I catch myself slipping. I stop, close my eyes, take a few deep breaths, and ask, what emotion do I want to feel right now? Just asking that question shifts awareness. Then I actively generate that feeling. If I want peace, I think of a calm moment. If I want abundance, I recall a memory that made me feel rich. Not just financially, but emotionally. That single shift can recalibrate your entire day. To make this easier, I've built little triggers into my routine. I set reminders on my phone with phrases like, "You are the frequency of abundance." I also created an anchoring ritual. Whenever I place my hand on my heart, I immediately associate it with love or gratitude. It's like hitting the reset button. Before bed, I do something super simple but powerful. I take a few minutes to feel gratitude, as if tomorrow is already amazing. I don't fall asleep hoping. I fall asleep already feeling the vibration of the life I want, and that emotion seeps into my subconscious overnight. So, let me ask you something important. If you really commit to this, if you practice shifting your energy every day, how do you know it's actually working? How do you feel it's making a difference? Well, here's the cool part. There are subtle but powerful signs that your vibration is shifting, and once you start recognizing them, you'll never question the process again. Let's start with something you can do right now. A quick experiment to feel your energy. Sit somewhere quiet. Take a few deep breaths. Relax your shoulders, your face, your body. Now, rub your palms together for about 10 seconds. Really warm them up. Then, slowly separate your hands, just a few inches apart. Now, bring them slowly closer, and then back out again. Do you feel that slight tingling, resistance, or warmth between them? That's your energy field. It's real. You can feel it. That same field is radiating around your entire body all the time. It's not invisible to the universe. It's how the universe reads your signal. So, if you can consciously tune that field, like we've been practicing, then yes, your life starts changing. And the first signs, they're subtle, internal, personal. Sign number 1. You start feeling better before anything external changes. That's huge. You no longer need proof from the outside world to feel peace, gratitude, or joy. You start living those emotions as your baseline, regardless of circumstances. And that's when the quantum field takes notice. Because here's the paradox. Most people wait for things to get better so they can feel better. But those who truly shift their vibration, they feel better first. And then things change around them. Sign number 2. Things, people, and situations that no longer match your new frequency start to fall away. This can be weird and even painful. Old friendships might drift. Jobs you once loved might feel empty. Opportunities you used to chase suddenly feel meaningless. But don't panic. This is proof your vibration is changing. You're making room for alignment. Sometimes we think something's being taken from us, but in reality, it's clearing space. The universe is removing clutter so the next version of you can come through. And yeah, it can feel uncomfortable, but it's a good discomfort. It's like shedding skin. Sign number 3. You start reacting differently to things that used to bother you. Maybe traffic doesn't trigger you anymore. Maybe that one coworker's annoying comment doesn't land like it used to. Why? Because you're vibrating at a different level now, and your perception of reality has shifted. You don't take the bait anymore. And when you change how you react, the universe changes what it reflects. That's when you'll start seeing those little miracles show up. You'll find $20 in your old jacket. You'll get a random email offering a job or opportunity. Problems you were dreading just dissolve. These aren't coincidences. They're signals. Here's what's really going on. The universe is rearranging itself to match your new vibration. But, and this is crucial, It doesn't always happen instantly. This is where most people give up. They plant the seed and then dig it up the next day to see if it's growing. You can't do that. Manifestation takes trust. And here's the ultimate test. Can you be patient without slipping back into doubt? If you're desperate for a result, it means your vibration is still in lack. But if you can feel certainty, like it's already done, even without proof, that's when the real magic happens. Patience isn't just waiting, it's knowing. Here's a question to ask yourself right now. When you think about what you want to manifest, do you feel anxious or do you feel certain? If the answer is certainty, you're in alignment. If it's anxiety, you still have some inner work to do, and that's okay. Awareness is step one. Here's another powerful sign your vibration is rising. You start feeling more like yourself. You're not trying to prove anything to anyone. You stop needing validation. You feel grounded in your own skin. Things that used to feel heavy, like expectations, comparison, judgment, start to fade. And what takes their place? Peace, authenticity, confidence. When you're aligned with who you really are, your energy becomes magnetic. People can feel it. Opportunities begin to gravitate toward you. Why? Because you're no longer chasing. You're attracting. So, if you've started feeling freer, calmer, more intuitive, less reactive, that's not by accident. That's your energy doing its job. Now, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? If you've watched this far, it means part of you already knows. This is your path. This is your tool. And the best part? It's already inside you. You don't need to buy a program, wear a crystal, or chant under the moonlight, unless you want to. You just need to commit to one thing. Feel in the reality you want, as if it already exists. So if you're ready to take this further, I invite you to join the Quantum Thinking Challenge. 21 days of rewiring your energy, mindset, and identity on a practical level. Check the pinned comment below for more info. And if this video resonated with you, drop a comment. I choose to create my reality. Let's see how many of us are walking this path together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found value here. And remember, now that you know this, there's no going back. The shift has already begun.